Hello again, everybody. This is another update on the Datsun 280Z from Monogram I've been working on, and I just want to kind of show you what I've done so far. This is going to be actually a quick little update because I will be without a camera for the next 4 days because my wife is going on vacation and she will be taking it with her. So like I said, that being said, let's go ahead and we'll start off with the actual body of the 280Z. As you can see from my last episode, I actually put on the nose front panel piece to give it that distinguished look that the Z car is always famous for. It went on pretty good. I did have to sand it down a little bit and trim it up a little bit to get it to fit properly, since this is a curbside kit and the roof, the hood is not removable. But all in all, the piece went on pretty nice, and just a little bit on the between the hood and the grill itself, there is a little bit of a gap. I don't know if you can see that or not here in the light. Kind of move it over a little bit, but just, you know, from the hood to the grill part, there is a little bit of a gap. But I think once I have the two sides cured overnight, I'll go ahead back and I'll dress the hood to the grill by putting some glue on there and letting that sit overnight, so that it's a little bit more tighter fit and we can get rid of some of that gap that's there now. The other thing that I did basically is, of course, just like the 240Z, the mold injection lines were kind of evident coming from the back side here and all the way around. So I basically went ahead and took some wet sanding paper, 320 grit, and I basically sanded that all down so it's a nice smooth finish on the surface of the car. That's on both the driver and passenger side. So that is done. So getting ready for paint on the exterior of the body of the car. So basically that's what I did for that part of it, of the build. The next thing I did here was to work some more on the interior bucket. As you can see, did quite a bit of work since the last video. I went ahead and installed the dashboard to the interior bucket. If you recall, the last time I was kind of playing around with some of the detail work inside the instrument panel, and I was using just basically the sterling silver craft paint to try to brush in and highlight the details inside the gauges. I didn't really like how that turned out, and so I basically remembered that I had a second set of the decals for the instrument panel from the 240Z. So I decided to go ahead with that, and it fit in there perfectly. Probably can't see it too well here on the camera. I'm just trying to make sure I keep it in focus here, but I will be showing some pictures in a slideshow at the end of this video, so you get a better idea of how detailed and better it looks for the car. Another thing that I did was basically, you know, as you can see, we installed the seats in there, and as well as the steering wheel. I went ahead and used some Craft Smart brown satin acrylic paint for the steering wheel, and I didn't want to make it this time around all the way around the 360. I actually broke it up a little bit by adding some of the Craft Smart gloss acrylic paint on either side of the steering wheel, give it a little bit more character. The chrome gear shift is in there. I still have to come back and do a little touch up on that, color in some other paints, but right now I'm just letting that sit and cure. Another thing that I noticed about this kit, since it is a curbside kit, that as far as the either side of the door panels, there was no indication of like a window crank or a door latch for the interior part of the bucket seat. So I went ahead and on this side, I don't know, let's see if we can get a little bit clearer here for you. I did freehand paint and kind of drew out a window crank to give you the illusion that there's a knob there to open and close the window. And down further down into by the seat itself, I just kind of gave the impression that there's a little door latch there that's also free-handed and free-painted on that as well. On the opposite side here, on the driver's side, it's kind of hard because of the steering wheel. You might not be able to see it. But I did have one leftover decal of a door crank handle for the window, and I went ahead and put the decal on that side of the door, like I said. So basically that's kind of where we're at right here with the interior of the bucket on this build. So and the other thing, I basically just something simple here. Bring it over here. I just kind of dry brushed some sterling silver on the two axle pieces for the front and rear, just to kind of get a little bit more character to it before I put the wheels on, stuff like that. But that's about where we're sitting at right now as far as this update's concerned. Like I said, I won't be having a camera for the next few days here, so I just kind of want to give you a quick scenario of what I've been doing on this build. So like I said, once again, I want to thank you for watching and subbing, and stay tuned because there'll be more to come. Everybody have a nice day, and see you soon. Bye.